They just do what they always do.
Why is he putting Leo Komarov on the first line?
Welcome to the Rock.
Hey guys, Anthony from ATR here, just here to recap last night's Game 2 between the Islanders and the Bruins, which the Islanders took 4-3 in overtime, evening the series at 1 as they head back to the old barn for Game 3 on Thursday. Now, going into this game last night, Game 2, there was speculation and talk about will Trotz go back to Varlarmov after the Game 1 loss with Sorokin in goal. Now, Sorokin, as everyone knows, he's the reason why they got to the second round. In Game 1 against Boston, he didn't let up any soft goals. He just essentially got beat by the perfection line with Pasternak's hat trick, and the Bruins just controlled the game, and the Islanders gave him many, many good looks. Now, Varlarmov, during the regular season, had shut out the Bruins once. His goals against average was under 2, and he had a really good save percentage, so he had the track record of success against the Bruins this season, so I kind of knew that Trotz was probably better chance than not that he went back to Varlarmov for this game, and lo and behold, it did. Early on, it looked like that might have backfired because Charlie Coyle scored on the Bruins' first shot of the game. Now, Coyle did beat Leddy badly, but Varlarmov also got beat like a rented mule on that goal, essentially. He telegraphed a poke check, Coyle went right around him, tucked it in. Now, many were saying if Sorokin was in goal, he stops that just because how fast he is with his legs and lateral movement from side to side. He wouldn't need to have used the poke check. His leg pad would have been there, which is probably true. But, hindsight's 20/20, and, Varlarmov did end up playing a, pretty solid game after that. But Bruins got on the board first. That really jazzed up their crowd even more, and the Bruins carried the play in the first period. Second period, the Islanders made some adjustments. They dominated Boston. They played a more aggressive forecheck, made their defense really turn when they went to collect the puck in their own zone. Did not let the Bruins transition out of their zone easily. They disrupted a lot of plays, and they were all over Boston. The Islanders got a power play, got a little bit of a lucky bounce. Josh Bailey went to center the puck in front of Brock Nelson, hit Jeremy Lauzon's skate and right in the net, and the game is tied at 1. From there, the Islanders continued to carry the play, getting chances, and really being on Boston. They got the go-ahead goal with a Nick Leddy shot, missed the net, hit the end wall, but the puck, fortunately for the Islanders, bounced right to Kyle Palmieri at the side of the net, and he had a little bit of a jam attempt there and squeezed through Rask to make it a 2-1 Islanders lead. Then the Islanders got another power play, and JG Pajot off a pass from Anthony Beuvillier put the Islanders up 3-1. Now, at that point, you're thinking, Islanders could run away with this game, especially being that they had a Matt Barzal breakaway after that, which could have made it 4-1. He missed on the backhand, and then Anthony Beuvillier missed a pretty wide-open net on a scoring chance, too. So the Islanders could have really ran away with that game in the second period. The score was left at 3-1, but still, as an Islander fan, you felt good going into the third period. In the third period, Boston got back to their game a little bit after about 8 or 9 minutes. The Islanders really not giving them much. The Bruins came on strong with a push. Patrice Bergeron scored from high in the slot. A goal Varlarmov would have liked to have back, but nonetheless, it found the back of the net. It's 3-2. From there, I don't know about you guys, but for me as an Islander fan, I just knew that the Bruins tying goal was coming somewhere or the other. They were just attacking the Islanders in waves. The Islanders were caught on their heels a little bit, and then lo and behold, the Islanders took an uncharacteristic too many men penalty, and Brad Marchand put the puck in the net to tie the game at 3. These overtime games, if you're a fan, they're incredibly anxiety-ridden and very nerve-wracking, especially being the Islanders needed this game so badly after blowing a 3-1 lead. It was tough to swallow, but thankfully the Islanders came out in overtime. They were the better team, carried most of the play. Actually, Josh Bailey almost ended the game very early on. He had the puck in the slot. Rask was out of position, but Lauzon made a timely block, and the Islanders didn't convert. However, the Islanders eventually did get the game winner. Again, Lauzon, who I mentioned a couple of times, he went to send was a little bit of an ill-fated pass. It hit a Bruin player in the skate, bounced to Cizikas. He went in on a breakaway and beat Rask. Game over, 4-3 Islanders win. Now, this game was different than Game 1 in the sense that the Islanders did carry the majority of the play in the second period and the first half of the third. They were a lot better. They disrupted Boston. and they didn't give them Boston as much time and space. So now that they're going back home to the Coliseum, Islanders get the last change. That will benefit them. And also, while the Boston TD crowd was very loud, there's nothing like the Coliseum come playoff time. They increased the capacity. It's going to be 12,000 people there, which is just short of capacity, which right now the Coliseum holds 13,900. So the building will be full. And you got to remember, the Coliseum hasn't seen a playoff round 2 home game since 1993, as in 18-19. The second round was against the Hurricanes. That was at the Barclays Center. So this crowd on Thursday and Saturday, they're going to be absolutely bananas. Should give the Islanders a huge advantage. And being that the series is tied at 1 right now, this is what the Islanders, this is the best. Really, obviously, being up 2-0 could be the best they could ask for. But realistically, splitting in Boston, can't get a better result. And now that they're going home, they have an opportunity here to really take a stranglehold of the series. Splitting would be okay, but in perfect world, they want to take both at the Coliseum. That would put Boston on the ropes. But it's going to be a tall order because Boston's a really good team. These teams are pretty evenly matched. They play very similar styles of hockey, so it's going to be interesting what happens. But now that the Islanders are home, I can't stress enough the matchups. They get the last change, so they can get Pelech and Pullock out there more often against the perfection line. Get better matchups. Get Barzal away from Bergeron's line, who's essentially been blanketed Barzal this whole series. Although I will say last night was probably Barzal's best game the entire playoffs. He was buzzing. He was creating some offensive chances, which few and far between so far. So that was good to see. Now that they're going to be back home, hopefully he'll being away from Bergeron, he'll be able to create more and really get that line going. But can't overstate enough how important last night's win was. They needed it. They could not afford to go down 2-0 to Boston. So this was really huge for them. One interesting note was after the game, David Cassidy said that the Tuukka Rask is like battling an injury. He's not 100%, but he said there's no reason to believe I won't be ready to go for Game 3. But that's big for the Islanders. If being that Rask is fighting something, they got to take advantage of that and really make him work, get bodies to the net. Because him not at 100% gives the Islanders a better chance to win games and more so the series. So keep an eye on that. Watch out for Tuukka Rask's health. As for the Islanders, I would imagine they're definitely going to come back to Varlarmov. He wasn't outstanding last night, but he was good when he was needed, aside from, I thought, 2 so-so goals. But he made some big stops in the third, He did make some big stops in overtime before the Islanders scored, in particular Taylor Hall. Rebound attempt, he was there, shut the door on. So I would imagine he's going to come back with Varlarmov in goal. And we'll see what happens going forward. But like I said, Islanders fans, 1-1 is a good thing for them, and hopefully they could take Game 3 and really take a stranglehold of this series with another opportunity with Game 4 being at the Coliseum as well. So we'll see what happens. Overall, I did like the Islanders game. Like I said, I thought they carried the play in the majority of the game, especially all the second and the first half of the third. I liked what I saw for them Barzal line. They woke up a little bit, and as always, the Nelson, Beuvillier, and Bailey line has been the Islanders' best line. And then Pajot and Palmieri have been good too. Oliver Wahlstrom is skating, so Trotz said he could possibly play Game 3, but the way he talked about it, I would say it's probably more realistic to see Wahlstrom back Game 4 on Saturday. But interesting to see what develops with that, because Zajac has performed pretty well in his absence. But when Oliver's ready, you got to put him back in just due to his shot and what he could do for your power play. So just another thing to keep an eye out for. So fans, hope you like this recap. Hopefully all three of us will be able to record tomorrow our normal show. As always, we'll talk about this series and other news and notes from around the league, other series, and also we'll mention the Toronto Maple Leafs collapse. That will be a big topic too. But thanks, guys, and I will talk to you soon.
Did you like that video? Of course you did. So why not check out some more of our content? You can check the playlist right here or right here.
Your ideas are intriguing to me, and I wish to subscribe to your newsletter.